Hear this. And what we came to receive can only be released through the prophetic instruction or prophetic descriptions. Only say thy word, and thy servant shall be healed. He sent forth his word, and his word healed them. Words will be coming. And I know someone will dance without a music. Number 4, quickly. Open up. Tell your neighbor, say open up. Say it like a Christian, say open up. Proverbs 28 verse 13. It said, he that covereth. Proverbs 28 verse 13, give it to me. 28. It said, he that covereth his sin shall not prosper, but whoso confesseth and forsaketh them shall have mercy. Tell your neighbor, say open up. Open up. Papa was speaking to us of one of his possible regret or pain is that there was someone around him who didn't open up to him what the case was. I agree that God is mighty in him in the prophetic, but he's still man. He sees deeply to the extent and intent, but there are still things that most probably, like Papa told us, that if God show you everything, then you have become God. So if God has not showed him some things, open up to him. You came to this mountain to be healed. Open up. When you have a father, you can tell, I did it, and he's still smiling. Tell him how you did it. There are fathers, you tell your problem. That is the day your access close. But you have a father, you tell your weakness, and he helps you come out of it. Such a father, open up. Many ministers are not prospering, not because they don't pray, but because there's so much cover up. He that covereth his sins shall not prosper. And he said, believe in thy prophet, so shall ye prosper. So if you believe in your prophet, what do you do to your prophet? You open up to your prophet. We came to prosper. Let us frustrate the grace that is available. Let us frustrate prophecy by covering up matters. By covering up. You may not be able to talk to the public, but you can talk to a father. Everybody is shouting, the marriage is shaking. Why not walk to your father and tell him, the problem of this marriage, bless I know Sabi. Teach me. No, when I say I know Sabi, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Very important. I was we privileged to be on his entourage. We landed in the US, and I said to him, Daddy, my wife will be here. He said, no problem. He said, are you through with childbearing? I said, yes. He said, be careful. Because I want to believe that when you find a friend in a father, you find a friend in a father, you find a counselor in a father, you find uniqueness in a father, the best thing to do to enjoy what he carries is to open up. Open up. Stop trying to be a father before your father. This thing, I don't believe, being a student that's been around for a while, I don't believe that it can work with you trying to be a Superman before your boss. And they came to Jesus and they said, Master, we have tried our best. It didn't work. What shall we do? And Jesus said to them, this kind goeth not out except by fasting and prayer. Do you know the reason I refer to what happened on our entry into Eastern is to let you know that as high as he is in the spirit, it can be very normal to handle your own personal matters. Have you been in the point where your father tells you, as both of you are about to part way at the airport, he said, don't forget why she came. No, somebody didn't hear what I said. Don't forget why she came. She's not telling you she came to pray, even if you will pray. One thing is needful. Up! Open up! We came to this conference to be helped, to be delivered, to be free. Open up! Don't enter his office and you are taking picture with the good aesthetics. Open up! Your generation is waiting. Open up! How do you explain that what's his name? What's this guy in the temple? Is it that didn't know how to be saved? Nicodemus. How do you explain that Nicodemus, everybody celebrates you as a rabbi, but you don't know how to be born again? How do you explain everybody celebrates you as a teacher in the synagogue, as a prophet, but you don't know how to be saved? He came to Jesus quietly and said, Master, must I enter into my mother's womb again and be born the second time? And he said, he opened up. And Jesus said to him, no, except he be born of the water and of the Spirit. There are some of us now, in our height is our ignorance, and we need help. Open up. Open up. I've done all to stand. I'm not standing. Open up.